What's up guys, thanks for tuning into the channel. So this is a little bit of a styling video so that you can use your sneakers with vintage clothing, and that's what our video is about today. Let's get it. So before we continue, I just want to give a shout out to the kickstand. And yeah, as you can see, I am putting on the face mask, which is available on their website, and it's pretty cheap and it's really high quality. I really endorse this or I really support this kind of face mask, because the ones that I've had in the past were really thin and it doesn't feel like they give you much protection, where these ones have filters, okay, that you can put in separately. That's what I like about this phone. So it's very high quality, and you know, not just that, you know, it looks pretty good too. So shout out to Jay and the kickstand, and make sure you get a face mask. If you haven't got a face mask already, check out these ones. Okay, let's get on with the video. All right guys, so back to the styling video for your vintage clothing and with sneakers, because I do really believe that sneakers and vintage clothing really have like a mad vibe together. And before we continue, I just want to say maybe like what vintage clothing is. So vintage clothing kind of is kind of more of a relaxed version of style, if you may, because it's kind of on the opposite of the like formal side. So if you want to be a lot more relaxed, you know, laid back, vintage clothing is the way to go. A lot of musicians, you know, wear this kind of clothing, and it's kind of you know, it shows that you're a little bit rough around the edges. And it's personally for me, the best time I usually like to wear vintage clothing is when like I'm in a hurry, and yeah, you wear vintage clothing, so you got that, you know, really rough, rugged look kind of thing, and it really matches. Well, that's kind of like the vintage style that I really go for. You don't have to do it as well, because obviously vintage clothing looks good when you are prepared as well. So I bought this vintage tee from Culture Kings. Initially, I think in Australia they were only really available at Culture Kings, and which was really a big surprise. I don't know why it was like that, but yeah, they always had this like really big countdown on their website for these like types of t-shirts. They had heaps of vintage stuff available obviously, but it was only like the Jordan stuff like this that they had countdowns for too, so that people were aware when the restocks were available. But now I think they're available in a lot more other places. I think ASOS do them, Universal Store. But the only thing good about Culture Kings is that they do have that countdown where you don't have to worry about like when's the next restock happening and all that kind of stuff, like other stores where you have to actually email them and ask them when's the next restock. So yeah, go check them out. Another thing that I want to talk about are the shorts I got from Culture Kings. I swear to God guys that this is not I'm not being paid by Culture Kings to talk about this stuff, but these are stuff that I bought with my own money. Like another thing with Culture Kings is stuff is not, they're not the most like cheapest kind of clothing that you can go for, but they do have some pretty high quality in my opinion. I mean, like some of the kind of like these are the Tartan basketball shorts. This is by Saint Morta, I think it's, yeah, Saint Morta, so you can see the branding there. I love these shorts. I wish I'm probably gonna buy some more, especially for this upcoming summer, because you know, you need a good pair of shorts when you are styling up like with your sneakers and stuff. And I think this is a really good you know, option to go for. Probably the best practice to go is to go black and white, and then have some certain like other, you know, other like items as well. So instead of actually just really speaking about the kind of styling that you can do with your vintage tees, I just really want to show you guys instead through video, because I think it's a lot easier. So let's do it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that little video that I made for you guys. So just to basically sum things up, try to keep things very simple. Black and white and maybe one color is probably why I really suggest to you guys to kind of you know, if you're starting out like a vintage clothing kind of outfit or wardrobe, just try to keep your you know, your rotations very similar or very kind of adaptable, so that you can use things like multiple times, not just having one piece that only matches certain things and all like one outfit. Try to stay away from those things. I mean, even these ones, these shorts like this, these are very you know, they're very loud, and sometimes they can be really hard to you know, wear with a lot of outfits, because basically it's just going to be the shorts and then you can only have a plain top. Anyways, but that's kind of the what I really suggest to you guys, to always kind of keep things very simple first. Only having one statement piece, so it's either the top, if you have a vintage tee, try to keep that like the kind of the main piece, and then your shorts kind of very plain, and then your sneakers. Whereas, because like when I was wearing the vintage t-shirt, the 6 rings and the tartan shorts, I felt it was like too much. It was like really wild, and that's why I kind of tell you guys, maybe try to plan your outfits beforehand, and don't just visualize it here, actually lay it out, or maybe even try it on before you go out. That way you could be rest assured, like you don't have anything in the back of your head saying, oh man, I should have changed to this. It kind of just saves you all that kind of hassle later on. This is sort of like a little styling video for you guys to how to kind of just wear vintage tees and just enjoy it. You know, you gotta try out your own style, and just kind of discover things for yourself, because yeah, you can always add like accessories as well to kind of zhuzh up, or zhuzh, is that even a word? You could to kind of accentuate your outfit. I just really like to keep it plain and simple. That's my style. Anyway, I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you did, please give me that big thumbs up, and if you like the kind of content that I'm creating, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.